spotty. Alright. What's up, everyone on YouTube? This is Very Melon Man, and like I said I did all of the money farming I was going to do off camera. And yeah, it is money farming. Money farming in Mass Effect. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, Commander. Of course.
Anyway. Wondering why Dr. McKell is missing a few items from her list here. It's because if you want to sell them back, I decided to buy the medical exoskeleton rank 8 along the way. We're not going to be selling that though. Just to make a point, I'm going to sell pretty much all this here, except here. There we go. The reason I'm doing that is so I can just show you guys the money I've made so far. That's over 1 million credits. Now we're gonna go on our way to Feros.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
One of the best ways to learn about the consequences of your side questing is on a casual elevator ride. So now we're back inside. Oh, speaking of which, we turned in basically all the side quests we had gotten, with the exception of the side quests we were getting as we came back to the Citadel.
Officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
And for the record, there are 1 or 2 Citadel side quests that only open after you complete a first world, or at the very least, they only open after you return to the Citadel for the first time after you leave it. What I'm about to do now is show you where you can get a second set of Spectre Master Gear.
Looking for supplies?
After you
Let's see what you've got. You bet.
Unlock them with the rich achievement. Right here. They're at the bottom, so don't give up. Don't be deceived. They're at the bottom. Pretty expensive, as you can see. You can also buy upgrades to how much Minigel and how many grenades you want to get, which boosts the amount you can have total by 1.
Looking for supplies? Let's see what you've got. You bet, Commander.
And that's pretty much it. We went from over 1 million credits to having a little under 1/4 credits because that's how expensive the weapons are. We also bought some new armor for the squad mates who are going to be taking with us for the main story on Feros. One of whom will not be Tali. Specifically because it's really easy to justify bringing Tali every time you go fight Geth. So I'm trying to avoid doing that.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
To be honest, I thought she was full of crap.
But you were smart enough not to say that. You've got a knack for handling the press. There is one other matter, however. The Citadel has been trying to play down Saren going rogue. It makes the Spectres look bad. Your mention of him was politically inconvenient.
I'm sure Saren inconvenienced the people he killed on Eden Prime, too.
I'm on your side, Commander. Remember that. This comes from the Joint Military Command. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Thank you, Admiral Bishop from Aliens. I need to hear that. Yeah, that's who that guy is. That's the entire reason Admiral Hackett was is being played by Lance Henriksen, I think? Lance Harkinson? Oh. So, as you can see here, the fact that this cluster is naming conventions for some of these clusters are very strangely American-centric. Like, or humanity-centric. Like, Eden Prime is located in the same cluster of planets as Elysium, Xanadu, and what have you. We'll have to go visit Eden Prime to remember the rest of it. But basically...
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Kahoku. That probably will be the last I hear of you, because I have to handle the Feros situation right now. The Exogenic Corporation has founded a pilot company on Feros to explore the protein ruins that blanket 2/3 of the planet's land mass. The atmosphere is fouled with dust. Terrestrial travel is hampered by crumbled debris dozens of meters deep. There are indications that Feros was a much colder world in the past. Feros has two large moons, Orkin and Vardet. Its capital... The capital of this entire planet isn't even a real city. It's just an Exogeny Corp building. That's terrifying. Because if you guys recall, we ran into Exogeny Corp's other business practices earlier on in the Let's Play. Those poor miners never knew what hit them. Poor miners. Captain. Okay, Captain. Got there. So I've thought long and hard about how this, not just the party I'm going to be bringing along with me on this world, but the party I will be bringing along for the entire rest of every other mission I plan on going on. Specifically, the main issue with like, we already had Ashley and Tali. Like, if you don't count having to bring Ashley and Caden with us on Eden Prime, or being the whole stretch of Ashley and Caden from Eden Prime to when we can actually recruit Rex or Garrus, we were forced to use them. But I have now had the choice of Ashley and Tali for the story. I already am aware of which party members I'm going to be bringing with me for the finale, specifically because it's the finale. So I need to think about whether or not I need to think about who I'm going to bring. And in this case, it will also depend on whether or not I bring... Here's where it's at. Like tons of Geth. Okay. Let's see here. Whoever I bring needs to be able to use their hacking skills. And there's Liara. But at this rate, Garrus is really going to be here for one mission. If I keep to my current plans. That's alright, Garrus will have it's alright if we don't bring Garrus along all the time. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think... Yeah, sure.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
So let's get this started. Liara needs new armor anyway. Let's bring that to her. Next up, we'll have... yeah, we're gonna double up on Spectre Master gear. In fact, I think I'll just give myself a full cutout so I don't forget that I have that. Next up, we're gonna give Kaiden the assault. And finally, we'll give Liara the pistol. She's fine with the pistol. %15 reduction in power cooldown. Sure. Yeah, that's pretty much... It's pretty much impossible to go about anything else with that. Alright. Kane, we'll get you Master Electronics pretty soon, so don't worry about that. In fact, we'll just focus on leveling you guys up later. David Al-Talakani. What's up?
Ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter. Take cover!
Pretty great, huh? In fact, Liara, for your pistol, it's far for the best if you straight up go with some tungsten rounds. I just feel like Shepard should be decked out. Now that it makes sense for him to. Like, I only deck out Shepard with a full complement of Spectre Master weapons if it made sense. Like, as a soldier, basically. Because that was the only time it ever could make sense. He needed the best weapons because that's all he had. But now that he actually looks good with all of them.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Alright.
Will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think the gun's going off all around?
I fear the gas will kill us all.
Alright. Okay. Fidan, the leader.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out!
Shock, are you sneaking?
We've got gas in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Take cover!
I feel like it makes more sense for Liara to use something sciencey like that. Barrier up. Singularity. Sweet. Alright, we gotta level up.
That should keep Fidan and the others safe. After an update, we can head out for the main Geth encampment.
So, here's the weird thing about Liara. Liara specifically... Okay. Liara has the electronic skill instead of focusing more on a pure depth experience because she's a Prothean researcher. So having the ability to open up ancient chests and hack computers is something she needs to be able to do. That's why she has an Ollie tool, and that's why she can benefit from the whole tech cooldown bonus bit of necessity. Although, in my opinion, Liara doesn't need tech cooldown bonuses because she only has one tech skill. So if we're gonna give this to someone, it should be given to Caden because he has 3 tech powers. If we give Liara an Ollie tool, it has to be something that has a high shield bonus for her, specifically. But now we can level up. So let's start with Liara. And now we have Master Lift. So for now, the rest of my level ups will be going into Singularity. As for Caden, yeah. I mean, this is like a very weird thing because I prefer to have some balance of, at least some balance of combat skill, biotic skill, and tech skill. But right now, it's just two adepts and Caden kind of manning the rear.
The tower's secure, thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
What do they want?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the Exogeny headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
Now, Shepard's heard the name Exogeny before because we ran into their employees before and their scientists before, but he doesn't actually have any familiarity with the corporation.
What's Exogeny?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony.
Fuck.
The Skyway leads directly to Exogeny headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
I didn't expect this would be easy.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at Exogeny, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Feros in general.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often
Fucking
brutal,
damn.
even without our current
Fucking
problems.
damn.
Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
And I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
How big was the original Feros colony?
Fair enough, Fidam.
At the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus' Hope.
What else can you tell me about Exogeny?
Exogeny funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
Which is why Exogeny is literally the capital of this entire settlement.
Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
So, most of the story here isn't actually about advancing the plot. It's going to be about helping out these people and doing the right thing by them.
You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
What do you know about the colony?
We just arrived a short time ago. It seemed like any other colony at first, but it's different somehow.
What do you mean?
It's hard to explain. It's kind of like... I can't describe it. You should speak with Fidam. He knows the colony better than me.
I'm starting to pick up a pattern here of you people telling me to talk to Phi Dan specifically, and I'm a little concerned about that.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. Nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Phi Dan, what's the report on? I should go.
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. Now, please, I need to get back to work. This work must be completed. I can't talk right now. I'm busy.
Starting to get the feeling there's something else going on here.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Gorat-tu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Gorat-tu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
How do you keep things in stock in conditions like this?
That's the more pertinent question.
Consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
Alright.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts, though the Geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here, I will stay here.
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
And you already said your sales are drying up, basically.
It's not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Phi Dan? Maybe he can...
Even the Solarian wants us to talk to Phi Dan for some reason. Jesus.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
He sells exclusively from Hayat Armory. Now, Hayat Armory is not worth purchasing. Although, I suppose at this point, if you didn't know any better, you might have done so because why not? What do you got to lose? Mary O'Connell. Okay.
I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
The top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. Cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
Tell me about the colony.
We are a small group, part of a larger colony.
Oh, fucking God.
Before the Geth attacked. You should speak to Phi Dan. It's his responsibility. He knows the colony.
I want to tell you, do it yourself, do all the speak to Phi Dan thing. Tell him about yourself, man. Yourself. Jesus.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
I have to go.
I wish you luck. Not the best shot, but I'll do what I can.
Oh boy.
Makeshift defenses. Untrained civilians. It's a miracle anyone is still standing.
Thanks for your help.
So much suffering, so much death. Yet still they stay and fight.
Yeah, I mean, what else choice they have?
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
I have to go.
So long.
While decrypting these logs, you found something suspicious. Several months' worth of human rations were delivered to an uncharted world in the Voyager cluster. The logs aren't clear, but it appears they may have been dropped off some of the Amazon system. A side quest from this world that we'll have to revisit this world in order to figure out the information about is not exactly something I care to do, I admit. Feros is literally so... Well, Feros is not my least favorite of the main story places to do. I mean... Yeah.
You'll have to forgive my wife.
It's just that it's kind of a lull in the...
Needs to
like...
relax and accept what's happened.
Alright.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
What do you do for the colony?
What is your role in keeping this
Where I am since the doctor died.
crumbling
Tried my best since
crumbling toaster working?
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
Okay. Please tell me don't talk to fight Dan.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You best ask Phi Dan if you really must.
Oh, thank God.
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Phi Dan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
Yeah, like, half of the reason I don't like this place is that Phi Dan nonsense. Jesus Christ.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
What?
Is there anything I can
What do you
do?
mean I should know? What should I know?
Fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I can't see anything significant, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
We take the Prothean Sky right now. We can skip all of this help the colonists stuff. But even if I don't necessarily like this planet compared to the other main story planets, like, I like Armis Tau. I don't mind it. The introductions to Mako is fine, and I absolutely do not have a problem with... But yeah, this is basically the side quest hub. And our power recharge cooldown is low enough that I can just reapply barrier at my convenience at this point.
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated, though. We should keep looking.
You don't want to go down there.
What's back there?
I could tell you everything. How would you like that? That was a good one. Very intense.
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
Who else is looking for the Geth?
There's something going on with all of the colonists, and this is technically a detective story overall about Saren, so there is something you're supposed to be figuring out. But the way it's being presented to us isn't stimulating enough for me to enjoy being on the Feros planet all that much.
We should just leave him be.
You know what, Caden? I'm going to listen to your medical advice.
I don't have time for this.
Well, don't stay too long, or time will be all you have.
Let's see, yeah. Feros, water valves. By the time you get this guy, I think you're supposed to have already complete the water valve thing, so... We missed one somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah, there we go. It's always that one. It's always that one with me. Jesus Christ.
Turning this last valve appears to have activated the system, Commander.
And now for the food. See, this is actually what I'm talking about. Liara specifically is better off with Omni tools that focus on giving her high shields. And the medical recharge bonus is also good because she does have the first aid skill for increasing the potency of Medgel, and her Asari scientist specialization reduces recharge time on first aid by another 40% when fully maxed, and makes first heal restore an additional 70 points of health. It's all relative, But relatively speaking, it's still for the best to do that. So we got the Varen meat, which is food, and we close the water valves, which takes care of the water. Now for more Geth. What's up, people? Yo. I'm actually gonna use stasis on you now I think about it, because you're a Krogan. You're gonna use warp on against. Alright. Krogan are terrifying. And I almost died because I've got to keep putting up a barrier! I knew I was getting something. I knew I was getting something every time I kept using my barrier power. I just... Oh boy. Anyway, there's the transmission tower, so we got 3 out of the 4 done. Why in the world didn't you two people follow me? Oh god, am I on my own? Do my squad mates just glitch out because they became idiotic? Jesus Christ. Alright, so 4th location needs to be over here then, because that's the 4th thing we need to do.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
They tried to build a life here, but now all they have are ruins.
Okay. actually forgotten where to go now. Or I need to go in a different direction. Fuck. Oh. Well, okay. Hello. Stasis. They're going to be an issue. They are going to be an issue when we get down past this place. Okay, so I was right. The power cells are actually in the same place you find the Varen meat. It's just I didn't check thoroughly. It's a very context-sensitive thing to look for. Context-sensitive. That's actually a quest item. I thought it was a chest, but it's actually pointing to a quest item, which is this. Oh, that's not still pointing to the quest item. Okay. Either way, no thanks to you two biotic lame brains. We managed to successfully aid all the menial labor that Zeus wanted us to help them with. Now, another thing is that you can always do this later. In fact, doing this now has absolutely no impact on story completion. Just obviously do all this stuff before you actually finish the game, if you're going to save and import the file. And note that it's completion. They can even go to the Prothean Sky right now and then turn to side quests later.
Again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Fork over the reward so I can get back to more important things?
Of course. I don't want to delay you any more than I already have.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking
I didn't mean
for?
to be mean, dude, but there's literally no reason we would withhold the reward until afterwards.
Some requisition money. It's all yours.
Like, listen to this nice person. They straight up know what to do without me needing to ask for it.
Running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
Alright then. You still won't talk to us, I know that for a fact. And according to this, there's still technically one side quest left. Courtesy of we have to turn it into a Lish, I think. Alright.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
I get the feeling you don't like me.
How would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization that ever promised to keep you safe? They should have sent a small fleet. Instead, we get one ship. And you're only interested in the Geth.
What can you tell me about the Geth? Do you have any
Since,
idea
you know,
about
in
the
your
Geth?
opinion, that's all I'm interested in.
I can't tell you anything about that. I suggest you go to Exogeny if you want answers to those questions.
What can you tell me about Exogeny?
Very little. I work there as a security officer. I know they were looking for artifacts and anything of value. That's what they do. They fund the colony. In return, we help them uncover buried treasure. It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
I can't tell you much about it. You should speak to Dan if
You know
want
what?
more.
Bye, Alicia. You do not interest me. You don't interest me at all. My god. What are you really, Dan? What are you? Not who. What?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones.
You're starting to look more and more like a cult
These
leader,
are trained
Dan.
soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. It won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, we're down here. Now we can just bounce on off and take care of the main threat to this planet, the Geth. Double check your equipment just to be sure, though. Oh, one thing, yeah. Once you get equipment that's at level 7, the rail extension's really not going to help us out. But it's alright. You're gonna have to take just a little bit more for my sake, because this is gonna be the end of this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a good night.